Lamborghini. The factory and the museum. It's a very neat and orderly place. And quiet on a Saturday. The museum. How about a Lamborghini without wheels? The entrance. As you enter, there's a series of models. Obviously, the engine. Including one of the modern new proposed sedans. The offshore racing engine. The V8, the V10, 12-cylinder, Lamborghini's timeline. Museum, incredibly dramatic, 2 floors. Incredibly dramatic. The newer products. Covering it all. Now we're next to the hybrid. And other ideas. From downstairs to upstairs. A lot to see. Of course, Ayrton Senna was involved with a Lamborghini-powered car. Yes, this was McLaren. What we're looking at is a series of cars that brought Ayrton Senna up to his career, including go-karts. And then, of course, the McLaren Formula One car. And if you notice on the cam cover, Chrysler Lamborghini for the Formula One car. Now, the go-kart was not a Lamborghini. Now, other Formula One cars had Lamborghini engines in them at one time as well. Now, the order of appearance of these cars I'm a little out of, but that's more current, you might say, of Ayrton Senna. But over here is a whole series of other Formula One cars. But again, these are not Lamborghini-powered cars. So in other words, Senna is the big theme person that Lamborghini has decided to feature in a Ralt, which is not Formula One. Coleman. And that's a Hart engine, but look at the double wing. Obviously Lotus, Cosworth. McLaren, powered by Ford, it says, Cosworth. This is a Williams Senna Formula One. Imagine you can sit in your own racing seat and watch old Formula One about Senna and enjoy all the cars as well. It's quite an experience. Countach, but not the original configuration. Gallardo. Huracan. In this dazzling red, look at the wall mural. No noise. They used to have it where the car's sound went by. Aventador chassis. When you go back to the original Lamborghini, and this is the current one, enormous changes. Enormous. Nino, the Venom. Striking. It is a great museum. in all respects. And now back downstairs for the final view. And with a bull, we are at Lamborghini. A very nice gift shop, souvenir shop, and a beautiful model of every one of Lamborghini's ever built. Went to the factory museum. Now we're going to go to the more personal museum of Lamborghini. It's headquartered in one of the buildings they used to use for parts and services. The old factory sign. And wait till you see what's inside. And when you enter, you are overwhelmed. (1948), his first tractor made from surplus parts and a series of additional improvements. And he raced this car in the Mille Miglia. The Barchetta Sport. 1948 attempt. And this is done in 2016 in honor of Lamborghini. No, it's not a 12-cylinder, but it's inline 6. We're going to jump around here a little bit because these are obviously newer tractors. 1952 Nanny diesel. And for just a moment, let's stop and look at his simulated office. Obviously, probably most of the furniture. In fact, the tractors, which he was obviously known for in the beginning. Other things in the collection. I think orange and blue became his factory colors for the tractors. A harvesting tractor. This is a fabulous museum. I'm saying it already. I mean, you've seen the cars. Yes, a Lamborghini helicopter. Well, not with one of his engines, but Continental. Well, we're touching on the cars now. Here's the original chassis. The Espada. And the other products he made, refrigerators, various other processors. One of his earlier signs for these products. This is the original Miura. The car, the background, the tractors, numerous photographs and various things of his life. I mean, here is the Miura probably he took out, and when we're looking at the red one, just out there in the field talking with somebody. And then a rendering of the first Lamborghini. Now in each one of these display panels there's a little Lamborghini gas burner. And this is the more contemporary one. Great picture of Ferruccio. And here is the prototype model of the original Lamborghini. Wow. Incredibly radical. 12-cylinder crankshaft. And of course, here is one built. We're going back for a short moment. Here is the Ferrari that he owned, that he went to Ferrari and complained about the clutch, and Ferrari told him to keep building tractors and refrigerators. We sort of know what came out of that. One great engine and one great car. And there's the prototype way in the background there. Car that started it all. They were making a few tractors at the time. Parts you can buy for display. Now, as we know, most of the cars are named after bulls. Well, here's a little side activity here. Somebody has taken, you know, a wire sculpture here and a Lamborghini in the rear and a bull in the front. Great. This is a classic Eames chair and a classic Lamborghini engine. In the other museum, we saw the Chrysler Lamborghini engine for Formula One. Back to tractors for a moment. Blue and white evidently became the color. But anyway, these are the ones you saw in the photographs of the factory. Lots of them. The museum has numerous little outstanding accents, parts. That bull again. It's clever. Now for the second half of the building, the other cars other than the original 12-cylinder one. Obviously the Countach. It has 12 cylinders too, but the 350 was the first one. The Slero, Espada, and then a prototype with gull-wing doors. Very interesting. I know, it's a Spada, but quite different. Yes, gull-wing doors. Now we get into V8 engines, the Urraco. Urraco prototype. Modified Urraco. And a Jalpa prototype. The Urraco engine configuration, V8. All right, we all knew that Lamborghini engines were used in offshore racing. Well, here's one that has two. There are three engines around display here, and I don't know if this is the type that's in the boat, but it's an offshore engine. Unbelievable. Oh, and the water shudders, not the earth. Also one of those engines. And you paint this boat black, and you've got the offshore bat boat. It used to be here, it's probably in a lake somewhere in Italy. There's a Riva. It has two Lamborghini V12s in it. If it's an offshore or in a water boat, the engine ought to be blue. Now back to tractors. You also build the big ones and the ones with tracks. Now Ferruccio collected other things too. Scooters, motorized bikes, another interesting two-wheeled. Now he has a car collection, an Alfa Romeo, another Alfa Romeo. Mustang, looks like Steve McQueen's. Porsche, Alfa, Fiat, and Mini. And we also remember Lamborghini's venture into SUV off-road vehicles. Well, if you remember the bull earlier, well, that has a little humor attached to it. It's pretty serious. It's one of the newer Lamborghinis in wire structure. So with all we've seen, let's go on vacation in our Lamborghini and with the trailer. And the boat. Bring a few smiles. And a Lamborghini with a trailer. Yeah, they've got their car on the wall as well. Now we're in another room in which you have little minis and electric cars and various other things that are happening. Of course, not to be outdone. Here's a Diablo. And on the hood you have Town Life, and then you have Coneo Lamborghini. Haven't heard much about these. Well, here it is. It's not electric. Front engine. Now, Lamborghini was in the small runabout vehicle business. It's still what everyone remembers the name Lamborghini by. Contrasting vehicles. Ah, yes, they're into electric. Yep. The Bull. Huh. Back to the prototype. Looks modern today. Very modern. The plan for a museum. So it's goodbye to the museum. A fabulous experience.